Chuck du Nouveau-Brunswick.
Charles, we were communicating earlier. I'm Laura.
Oh, Laura, how you doing, Laura?
Nice to finally meet you.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you more about that.
Yeah, after.
Oh shit.
So, are you ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
So what's going on?
Okay, well, the short story, the only news, I suppose, is that there will be no charges against Charles in relation to an incident at the Legislative Assembly on the 16th of May. So you recall that at that time he was forcibly removed from the grounds of the legislature and then subsequently arrested, held in custody for a couple of hours. Okay, so I was advised yesterday by the investigating officer at the RCMP that there would be no charges. So, well, the first thing is that's good news for Charles. The second thing, I think, and some of you, I guess, were here basically 2 months ago on this very spot when we were talking about the defamatory libel charges. They weren't going ahead, and then there was the announcement of the review by the city, and then within a number of days, this incident occurred at the Legislative Assembly. So what I want to say about that is, first of all, it was business as usual for Charles at the Legislative Assembly. He was banned from there in 2006, but as you will know, as almost everyone knows, he has been present on the grounds hundreds of times, literally. He's been doing what other journalists, other bloggers do, waiting there to interview politicians, a variety of politicians, a variety of protests, and so on. It's been his thing for a number of years, right? And he wasn't posing any particular security risk on that day, and then this occurred. So somehow the rules changed on that particular day. The second thing is, I want us to get back on track with the review. I think that the review, the perception out there was that Charles had assaulted somebody at the Legislative Assembly. Okay, so the reality is that he did not assault anyone there, in the sense that we understand it. He didn't kick anybody, he didn't punch anybody. So what we're talking about is the law of trespass. Trespassing is not a criminal offense, but there was some disagreement, obviously, between the police and the Crown. I'm just going to guess about that, about whether his actions in, shall we say, not going exactly peacefully off the legislative grounds, whether that could be called assault by trespass. Clearly, the answer that we have today is that no, it was not. And there was no basis for charges, and I would submit there wasn't a basis for arresting him at that time. So, what do we learn from this? Maybe it's time to take a look at the rules that govern access by the public to the Legislative Assembly and to interested persons. And maybe it's not appropriate just to institute a ban in 2006 and then ignore the rules. On both sides there was ignoring of the rules, and then to change the rules. So something went wrong there, and as I said, I'm glad this blot, if you like, on Charles's reputation has now lifted, and we can proceed with the review, and that's about it.
Did they give you any explanation on why they did call it an assault charge?
Well, I referred to it's basically the law of trespass. Someone who resists, a trespasser who resists being removed, can be charged with assault in some circumstances. There are some rules about it. If it's more than passive resistance, then it can be considered an assault under the criminal code. Another question?
So, why do you think the policeman acted that way that day? Was it some kind of a rebellion or something regarding past relation with the police?
I don't know. I don't know. I say I think we have more questions than answers around that subject. I think the important thing is, well, the two things that I've said. We can get on with the review now without this hanging in the air. And secondly, I think we should be taking a look at the rules and how the rules are enforced and how they're put in place in the first place.
Can we ask a
Can we ask
question?
him?
Yeah, go ahead.
Comment tu te sens et qu'est-ce que tu penses des actions de la police ce jour-là?
Moi, j'ai pas d'opinion pour les actions de la police. On n'a pas de trial. Et le sujet avec la maison législative est fini. Je suis fier qu'il y a du monde qui sont au calm down. On n'a pas besoin d'aller en cours. Puis on va tourner la page. Puis peut-être dans le futur que la ban va être liftée. Puis we just move on from there.
Est-ce que tu vas retourner faire des entrevues au même endroit?
Ah oui. Je serai là, s'il y a une proteste, je serai là. Je peux prendre des photos, je vais continuer à faire ça que je faisais. Ça va pas changer.
Just for English, how are you feeling about the result of this?
I am very, very happy. I'm very happy that cooler heads has prevailed, that we don't have to go to trial. And we just turn the page. And as like Stephen said, we concentrate on the review. And maybe in the future the ban will be lifted and we can move on.
What would you like to see done about, like, in regards to, further policing or this trespassing versus assault charge? Is there something that you would like to see done in the future to make sure, it doesn't happen?
Well, no. It's just that there's maybe some rules that has to change. It's not up to me. It's up to the government and the LAC committee. And if they get enough complaint of the way I was treated, maybe to make sure that other citizens are treated the same, and just change some rules. That's all.
Do you feel you were treated, differently?
I would like to know if I was treated differently or not, but we would have known if we had a trial. But we just turn the page and we just move on to other issues. Thank you.